outside our nation's capital here in the, I guess I would call it the yard. So I've been here this week, and also a lot of emotion for me this week. This week I've also started seeing the trailer for the movie Boy Erased, and I'm so proud of and happy that Joe Egerton, the director, has found the memoir of this author, his book, to produce and direct a movie for this. I don't know if he produced or not, but definitely directed. So brought up a little bit of PTSD for me. So this year will be marking 15 years that I've had a relationship with my family since coming out to them gay. So I feel very humbled right now, and also a little bit vulnerable. So I'm glad it's a little bit dark so you don't have to see all the tears. But there's a couple of things that I wanted to talk about and bring up. When I first told my family that I was gay, the first words out of their mouth was they'd rather hear I was dead than gay. Growing up in a very religious home, you hear a lot of things that gays are an abomination, that we're going to hell, that's all, we have no worth, no value, that we're disgusting. So I grew up with that standard of life of what we viewed as the homosexual community when I was living a secret and also a lie. So being able to lie was definitely a survival. But when I finally come out to my family in Bible college, they told me they'd rather hear I was dead than gay, which started a series of conversion therapy programs. And I'm here to tell you that gay conversion therapy, it strips you of every self-worth, any identity, anything that you are as an individual. It strips you of every value of you as a person. Robs you of your adolescence. It robs you of your youth, to a point that you feel nothing. You feel that the only choice could be death. And sometimes you take drastic measures. So for all these years that I'm discovering all this talk about diversity and inclusion and the inclusion of person and who we are, is that I want to be more inclusive of people and knowing their stories. You know, I know that so many laws are made there, but there are also so many states and programs that still uphold gay conversion therapy programs. And but I first want to talk about those individuals who are out there, who are going through it. You want a sense of home. You have no sense of home. And I know that. You want a place to belong. And I realize that. But home isn't always necessarily family. They aren't the family that you've come to know, that you grew up with, that raised you, that are blood. Home is where you have to realize it's rested inside of you, in your heart. And there are people that love that heart. And those people are your home. Those friends that you can call family, that is home. And I don't know who you are, if you'll even watch this, but I can be a home. My friends, who I call family, can be a home. And you can look me up on Facebook. It's Clinton Shane Bradley. Message me if you're struggling for acceptance within your home. You have a home. The other thing is family. How we've known to define that term is far different than what I've come to know it to be today. Family is not always blood. And I have family. I have those that I call brothers. I have those I call sisters. I have lots of moms. And I'm so internally grateful for them for accepting me and knowing who I am and loving every part of me just that way. The other thing is your resilience. One thing about my resilience, and the thing that people loved about me, is wearing my heart on my sleeve. I knew that if I were to bottle it all up, close off from the world around me, that I would not allow people to get in, that I would not allow myself to be, I guess you would consider somewhat of a testimonial, an inspiration, if you would, to those that are struggling. I'll always wear my heart on my sleeve. I'll always talk to those who do not feel like they are accepted or wanted or included. I'll always be part of those, the misfits, the underdogs, the ones that are called weird, to let them know that they have a home, they have a family. I'll always wear my heart on my sleeve, and I won't close up or close off from that. And sometimes people who deal with that PTSD, they close off, but I never want to be able to close off. Finding a home also means finding someone you love. I found an incredible husband, and his family is beautiful, beautiful family, and my husband. We've been married for 2 years now. And I have no idea what I'm saying. I might even just be rambling. But I know that there are those individuals out there that are struggling to find family, to find a home, to find a place to belong. And there are those places out there. So if you're feeling hopeless, please don't feel hopeless. There is hope. And also, to the lawmakers, to senators, congressmen, to the lawmakers out there that are leading our nation, you need to know that there are those individuals out there that are still struggling to find acceptance of their sexual orientation, of who they are, their authentic selves. They are not accepted by their homes. They are not accepted by their families, and they are totally rejected. We need to be able to know that our nation stands behind them, that our nation has a place for them to call home. And I miss my family. I miss them every day. And it hurts so much. And it's going to hurt for so long. But you can find acceptance in a lot of people who can love you for your authentic self, that know you for who you are. So wherever you are, whoever you are, you can be your authentic self, and there are people out there who are going to love you no matter what. Do not take drastic measures. Do not take your life in your own hands, because you are loved and you are beautiful just the way you are. I love you all so much, so much. And thank you for allowing me to be in your